signal drop below the thinking line and reach the place where language doesn't shine. A light on what the body understood before the brain decided what was good. The deeper pathway opened up at once and ran the whole thing without the stunts of deliberation and the careful pace. The deeper pathway won the inner race, deeper than the thinking ever traced, running on a pathway never placed on any map. The conscious version drew the signal, ran in everything broken new, wired directly to the part that feels, running on a circuit made of reels, not the filtered version. I'd be clean. This is just the sharpest in between of the signal landing and the chest responding. The pathway lit and everything was clear. The deepest circuit brought the body here to the place where all the real things start. Wired from the signal to the heart. Wired from the signal to the heart. I used to run the longer route through thought and lose the signal in the things I'd caught. The deeper pathway showed me what was real by cutting out the middleman of mine and running straight to what I'd left behind in the chest where nothing needs a name. The deeper pathway never plays the same as the conscious version of the ride. The circuit that the conscious never mapped ran harder than the version that was kept by years of routing through the longer way. The deeper pathway had its say, and what it said was faster than the word could travel from the mind to be heard. The circuit ran electric, sharp and bold, brighter than the conscious ever told. Wired directly to the part that feels, running on a circuit made of reels, not the filtered version. I'd be clean. This is just the sharpest in between of the signal landing and the chest responding. Pathway lit and everything was clear. The deepest circuit brought the body into the place where all the real things start. Wired from the signal to the heart. The circuit stays open past the night, running on a pathway burning bright. Far before the conscious caught the spark, lit up everything that lived in the dark of the chest before the thinking had to say. The connection made and took the breath away, faster than the rational could track. The connection snapped and there's no going back. Every nerve responding to the deep. The connection hit and woke me from my sleep. The gap between the hearing and the feel closed before the mind can make it real. In the language that the thinking understands, the gap closed on its own without commands. From the part of me that manages the day, the gap closed and it didn't ask the way through the usual channels of the plan. The gap closed like a match inside my hand. I spent years building distance from the raw, putting layers over every flaw in the system that connected deep to chest. The connection stripped it down and took the rest of the distance that I carefully arranged between the landing and the way it changed. Everything about the careful man I'd been. The connection opened what I'd locked within. The spark jumped, gaps the thinking scene. Fire before the conscious caught the spark. Lit up everything that lived in the dark of the chest before the thinking had to say. The connection made it, took the breath away. Faster than the rational could track. The connection snapped and there's no going back. Every nerve responding to the deep. The connection hit and woke me from my sleep. Still firing, still connecting through. The spark that jumped is permanent and true. Something in the architecture shifted late. The blueprint that the careful used to make. Decisions for the body got replaced by a deeper kind of processing that traced the signal from the speakers to the bone. A different operating system on its own, running underneath the one I'd known. The old blueprint is gone and I have grown. The system I was running had a cap on how much of the depth across the gap between the speakers and the actual response. The deeper system bypassed every fence. I backed across the pathway to the chest. The deeper system didn't need the test of the rational before it let things through. The deeper system ran before I knew. The architecture opened from the base, a different kind of operating space than the version I've been running all these years. The deeper system cleared the managed fears. Something in the architecture shifted late. The blueprint that the careful used to make. Decisions for the body got replaced by a deeper kind of processing that trace the signal from the speakers to the bone. A different operating system on its own, running underneath the one I'd known. The old blueprint is gone and I have grown. The processing was always there on standby, waiting for the signal that would let it fly. That's the governor the conscious had installed. The deeper architecture answer when I call. Not with the lag the usual system had, but instant and electric, and I'm glad I let the deeper version take the lead. The architecture gave me what I need to operate at what the night requires. Past the managed, past the usual bias of the system I'd outgrown before tonight. The architecture finally feels right. Something in the architecture shifted late. The blueprint that the careful used to make. Decisions for the body got replaced by a deeper kind of processing that traced the signal from the speakers to the bone. A different operating system on its own, running underneath the one I know. The old blueprint is gone and I have grown. That's the system into something wide. Architecture open from inside. Yeah, 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 yeah. The blur dissolved and everything got sharp, like someone tuned the body like a harp to the pitch the night was operating at. The clarity arrived and that was that. No more guessing what the chest was for. The picture cleared and I could finally store the image of the night without the haze of the managed version running through its maze. Crystal clear and wide awake inside. Nothing left to Nothing left to hide. The picture sharpened past the usual frame. Everything in focus, nothing out of aim. Seeing past the surface to the core. The clarity delivered something more than the blurry version ever could provide. Crystal clear, nowhere left to hide. I ran the night on autopilot once, through the fog of the habitual response to the depth below that I've been trained to dim. The clarity cut through and I gave in to the version of the night in full definition, past the blur of the familiar condition of the managed and the half-awake routine. The sharpest resolution I have seen. The fog was never natural, it was built layer over layer without guilt, by the cautious and the comfortable and slow. The clarity dissolved it in a single blow, and what remained was sharper than the mind had ever processed or had